welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Royce. I'm a painter, sculptor, and a collector, and today's episode is going to be all about the Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room Toucan. Whew, say that 5 times fast. I'm very excited for this episode, so without further ado, let's get started. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Royce. I am always happy to have new guests, and if you are returning, double welcome. I am very excited for today. We are going to be discussing Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room figure Toucan. Now, the Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room has quite a bit of birds. They have 12 toucans in total, so this is one of 12, and they are all different colors, hand-painted by many of your favorite Disney legends like Harriet Burns and Leota Toombs, but I really want to discuss and focus this particular toucan. If you remember the promotional videos for Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, you'll remember this guy behind me. He is very iconic with his yellow and red colors and his beautiful, ornate, very beautifully designed beak, and I am so excited to give you an up-close look at the end, but I want to give you a little bit of a backstory to the attraction and all that it entails. So the Enchanted Tiki Room opened on June 23rd, 1963. It was truly the introduction to what we know as audio animatronics. I don't know if any of you have ever been to the archives, but there is this little bird in a cage that Walt had, and it moved, and that kind of sparked the idea, and he went over to his wed Imagineers at the time and told them his idea. I'm sure that you've all heard of Rolly Crump and his kind of input on this, and he took the designs and they went to work and made what we know today as Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. They were sculpted by the Disney legendary master Blaine Gibson, my personal favorite Disney Imagineer, and he sculpted all the birds in the ride. Now think about that. There are quite a few birds in this attraction. There are 20 birds, I believe, and I'm gonna go through the list for you. Are we ready? There are 9 forktails, 12 toucans, 8 macaws, 7 birds of paradise, 12 tiki drummers, 4 totem poles, 54 singing orchids, all to equal 20 birds. This show is beautiful, and I actually think we could app this to 21, because Rosita, you can't forget Rosita. I have a Rosita. I'm going to do a video about her in the near future, but right now let's focus on this toucan. With the feathers, I use duck feathers, and I use fun fur or fake fur, whatever you want to call it, and then at the parks we dye them with dermadye, but with this I just actually found a new fur to make it a little bit more show appropriate and a little bit less distressed, and of course mine is no longer in movement, so he is just ready for display, and I am so excited to show you an up-close look at my toucan. So because there's 2 steel rods that go through the body and to the display piece, I had to use a 2-part putty and hot glue to bind him to the stand so he would stay put, because I just couldn't get him to really balance correctly. And also here, since we're focusing on this area, I just replaced this fur and this fur as well, but I left on these original feathers that I need to replace as well. You can see they're pretty worn down on the wings and on the tail. They're kind of brittle, and you could just tell they've been hitting something, I don't know what, but they just need to be replaced. I think I'm going to use a nice yellow, or maybe like a beautiful ornate gold, just to really help the display and refurb it. I hope you all enjoyed the toucan close-up. It was so much fun to film. I wanted to show you before we go an update of my garden. My garden has been growing so well. I am growing for the first time squash, zucchini, peppers, basil, a lot of lettuce, and I'm gonna give you a close-up of my garden. So as you can see, the squash is pretty much just taking over. Let me get all up in here. Those little buds are squash, but they haven't emerged yet. The one that's behind the most is the peppers. It's still so small, but I'm hoping that they'll emerge pretty closely. Basil's doing good. Cucumber's doing good too. I just haven't seen any baby cucumbers yet, but I'm hoping for the future. This guy right here is actually carrots. And Chris actually just pulled one out the other day and they were not ready. They were like these tiny little carrots, but I'm hoping maybe in a month they'll be ready. Kale and the other two types of lettuce are ready to rock and roll. So I think the next time we do a garden update, they will be ready for harvesting. Well, everyone, that is all the time we have for today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. That way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. If you like these types of videos, please let me know in the comments below. I've also uploaded a Small World doll, similar video, as well as Country Bear and Little Mermaid, and I have much more in the future. A lot of Haunted Mansion, have some updated Epcot videos as well, so keep an eye out. And thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate your time, and always remember not only to follow your dreams, but to chase them.